Disclaimer, my thoughts in this video may be all over the place because I've been trying to get them organized for the past couple days and I just can't seem to do a great job because there are so many facets to the conversation that we are about to have. So, thank y'all so much for being here, clicking on this video. Make sure you guys like it while you're watching and please watch to the end so because hopefully by then I'll get to my point, okay? Let's not make this too long. But ever since let me see. The female rap market base right now is very sensitive to this word about pandering, especially in reference to Nicki Minaj and saying her name in interviews and just overall women who are now contemporary female rappers who are inspired by her. So two rappers right here that I included are Doechii as well as Lola Brooke. We have Doechii, who is a descendant, a direct son of Nicki Minaj, and then we have Lola Brooke, who's not so much, I wouldn't say a son of Nicki Minaj. And yeah, ultimately, I think it's okay to be inspired by Nicki. I think in some way or another, all the girls are inspired by Nicki. But let's break it down real quick. Doechii is definitely inspired by Nicki, and she is an artistic son of Nicki because you can see Nicki's influence in her artistry. And also, she has exemplified the way how she is really a genuine fan of Nicki. I remember when she was live, when she kind of first got signed, someone asked her, what is her favorite Nicki Minaj song? And she immediately started rapping Nicki's verse to Blazing, not the chorus, but the verse. We real fans know Blazing is a collab with Kanye West on Nicki's debut album, Pink Friday. And so I really love that about Doechii because a lot of women sit in interviews and say, "Oh, I'm inspired by Nicki," and they're like, "Oh, well, what's your favorite song?" "Oh, Super Bass." "Oh, Starships." "Oh, some big song we all know." Like that doesn't prove to me that you're a genuine fan of Nicki. So for Doechii to do that, that was awesome to me and love her and her artistry. Amazing. On Lola Brooke, for another hand, I don't really hear her call Nicki's name a lot in her interviews, and that's totally fine because Lola Brooke, she definitely is more of a descendant of Foxy Brown and not I was about to say Kim Kardashian, but Lil Kim, and that's fine for her. But for an artist like her, right? I don't want her to be fake and calling Nicki's name in interviews because, we know that that's not really you and how you present yourself as an artist and in your sound. However, and so if she did say Nicki's name, that would be come off a little bit disingenuous to me, especially since she's so far into her career where you should have been saying that from the beginning. But I'm not critiquing her. I'm just speaking hypothetically. However, what I will and that's the point. It's like you don't have to say that you're inspired by Nicki in order to be successful. There's so many other women coming out these days because when we were fans or when we were younger, not everybody was a Nicki Minaj fan. Not everybody was a Barb. And that is so okay. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. The beauty in female rap right now is that there are so many archetypes of female rappers. And I'm glad that people who aren't or weren't attracted to Nicki Minaj now have somewhat that they can identify with. Glorilla, Lola Brooke, not Cardi, I guess. Yeah, I mean, she's Latto is mainly a son, but there's Doechii, there is Rico Nasty, Tierra Whack, Rhapsody, so many other archetypes of female rappers that you can. Now, there's also this underlying unspoken, oh, you're picking a side, which is this whole phenomenon of femme rap politics. So a lot of women will say, they're inspired by Nicki and stuff like that. And so I think that why people will say that outside of her music is that they genuinely value artistic integrity where they most likely write their raps and they truly believe in the authentic process of making music. And then I feel like there's also this thing of genuine integrity there. And I make up all these concepts, by the way, so y'all can tell me if I'm wrong or not. But genuine, general integrity, right? And genuinely feeling like the hate train and what the industry tried to do to Nicki was an injustice to her as a woman and to an artist in her career and as a legend who has given so much for hip hop. And I can really respect people who take that side and also are confident when they say that. I really respect Nicki Minaj and her contributions to the culture. And the overwhelming amount of sons of Nicki Minaj descendants that are existing right now is, I think, what contributes to this unspoken pressure. Before Nicki and Latto had their situation, I could feel that she was pandering to the Barbz before everyone else did. I always saw right through her, so please stop pandering to audiences that are not your own and child. That's a whole nother video for another day. But what are the benefits though of like choosing a side, right? And I guess we can stick to Nicki here. And the benefits are getting access to her audience, getting access to the Barbs, which is amazing. You'll get more support. People will be more opening to listening to your music. And honestly, the Barbs really support people way before they even mention Nicki in the interview. The Barbs are like very like eager, I think, to support new female rappers, and that's a whole nother conversation for another day. Okay, every time I say that, that is your cue to put like what if I say a whole nother conversation, like put what that whatever I was saying, like Barbs are eager to support Nicki. Put that in the comments if you would like me to make a video about that, because that's super interesting to me. Um, yeah, so moving on, you could also potentially get a Nicki Minaj co-sign and a feature from her, by not really by saying her name in interviews, because I think we've all matured and grown from that, and we can see more like if someone is genuine or not, which is like the whole point of this video. But on the downside, if you do say, oh, like whether you do choose like, oh, I'm really inspired by Nicki Minaj, or I like Cardi B, both fan bases will attach, themselves to you and they'll support you, but they'll like eye you with a magnifying glass. And any wrong move you make that does not show loyalty to either women that you support could go against you, and it could kind of hurt your career. Since we're here, I'm not even sure if I'm saying everything I want to say in this video, but I feel like for women who say that they are inspired by Cardi, not I put stop lying. I'm crying. Okay, stop. Women who are inspired by Cardi, I tend to lose respect for them, because it's like most women are writing their music. I think maybe that's a wrong statement to make, but it's like for a talented person like Lola Brooke, for example, she hasn't, I don't have a specific example of her saying Cardi's name in an interview, but I'm just using her as a hypothetical example. If she were to say that interview that she was inspired by Cardi, or she likes Cardi or whatever, I would be like, why would you like her when you're way more talented than her and you actually can make your own music and write your own music? That is how I would lose respect for someone like Lola Brooke. And you guys can also tell me, am I being immature, for like all these thoughts and like losing respect for people depending on what they say? I mean, I just do. If you value, and this be the thing, because people act like, oh, I feel like valuing Nikki's contribution is unbiased, because it's like if we all really respect the confines and the foundations that of rap and hip hop were built on, I don't understand how you could accept an artist like Cardi B in the genre, and you could disrespect a Nicki. You don't have to be inspired by her. And honestly, hold on, this is the most important point, especially for a girl like Lola Brooke. So listen up, okay? If you're not a direct son of Nicki, right? That's totally okay. But I guarantee you that the reason that you are making music right now is because Nicki Minaj was making music while you were growing up, and she made it possible for you. You can be inspired by Queen Latifah and Foxy Brown and Lil Kim, but were they really active when you were growing up? If you're younger than me, then the answer is a no. And so a lot of y'all be looking fake when y'all be saying that, for real, for real. So let's not get it twisted. You may not be a son of Nicki, but you are here because of her. And like on that note, let me calm down. Let me calm down, and let you guys, let's finish this conversation in the comments. I want to know what you guys think. Do you feel like female rappers are pressured to say that they are inspired by Nicki? How do you tell when someone is genuine? And what are the benefits of picking a side, if that's what you really want to call it? Thanks so much for bearing with me through this video. I really wanted to get it out, and I really appreciate you guys for listening all the way to the end. And so if you're still here, please make sure to check out all the other videos that I got going on right now. No Identity, what's going on between Glorilla and Sexy Red, and yeah, my Ice Spice video from a couple days ago. Thank you guys so much for watching this, and remember to stay updated like with the playlist. Make sure that you guys are saving the playlist to your library, and hit the notification bell when you subscribe for more videos. Later.